everybody, and welcome to Mother Cow Crochet. I'm Christina, and today I think I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, because now we've got so many new subscribers due to some swaps and some shout outs, and I'm really happy for all the help I'm getting. And really happy about all my new subscribers. I love to get new yarny friends. Really love to get new yarny friends. As I said, my name is Christina, and I live in Sweden. I live on the west coast in the southern Sweden, south of Sweden. I live about 20 kilometers from the ocean. I live in a pretty big house with my fiance and our 4 kids. So I got one who's a girl that's 10, a girl that's 8. In the beginning of June, she's 9. And I got a girl that's 5 years old and a little boy that's 2 years old. And both the 5-year-old and 2-year-old are born in January, so very important. They are 5.5 and 2.5 very soon. Now it's Easter break, so the whole family is home. I just got 2 of the girls home, and one of the girls and the boy is with their dad shopping. Need some food for the Easter feast and some candy from the Easter bunny. That's a little bit about me. I'm 42 years old, and I'm legally blind. And I think legally blind is when you see less than, I think it's 10%, as they measure it with my eye disease. I got it's kind of macular degeneration. It's a juvenile kind, so mine is inherited. It's very unusual, and it takes away all my vision in the center. So I just got vision on the sides, and in some very unique cases, it also takes the cells that gives you the vision on the sides. And on my left eye, I got nearly no vision at all, because it's taking those cells too. So I've got a vision of 1% on my right eye, and I just got hand movement. They can't measure it lower. So I just got hand movement on that side. So can't see that much. That's why I'm not looking at the camera, because I can't see the camera. I have no idea. I think I can see... No, I can see where the camera is. So the camera is there. But if I look right at the camera, I know that it's supposed to be there. It's just gray. It's just foggy. So I can't see anything. But it's got its pros, that too, because I just had to learn to crochet and knit without watching what I'm doing. So therefore I can crochet in the middle of the night. Don't have to lit up the room or use lightning or light crochet hooks or anything. I just do my crochet or knitting. So that's quite good. I'm not as used to doing knitting as I am crocheting. I started crocheting, let's see, we were at the hospital with my 8-year-old. So it was, could be 7 years ago now. 7.5 years ago. She was doing a major skull operation, and I bought myself a crochet hook and some yarn, and I did learn when I was a kid. My father actually learned teach me how to crochet. So I did all these long threads. I didn't know what I was going to use them for, but I did. I was thinking that I might do a world record when I was about, I think, 8 or 10 perhaps. And then my mother taught me how to knit. And I knitted crazy non-square squares with big holes in them, and they were more like an hourglass or something. You learn. And then I got a book, a knitting book with kind of amigurumis, but knitting. And I I knitted my own doll. It was really, really ugly, but still cute. And I sewed her some skirts, and she got some hair, and but it was fun. It was really fun. And then I didn't do that for many, 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 many years. And then when we were in that hospital room waiting for Jojo to come out of the operation room, I started to crochet. And it became a hat. It became a super terrific swell hat. It was quite flat on the top, and then it was a little bit bulky on the sides, and then was straight down. It was super fancy. So at that time, my 10-year-old, who was about 3, she took that one, and then we made one for Jojo too. So that was when I actually started to crochet. That was in October, November, shiftings of the month. And my New Year's resolution that year was to learn how to do a granny square. And I was sitting the 1st of January watching a tutorial on YouTube, and was really struggling. I found one in Swedish, because at that time I didn't get the American terms of crocheting. So I found a tutorial in Swedish. It was informative, but if I watch it now, I don't think it's that informative anymore. So perhaps I should do another one in Swedish, just to get some in Swedish too. But anyhow, it took me all night to do one square, I think, because I did wrong, I frogged it, did it again, but I didn't give up. And you know what? Ever since that, I just love doing granny squares. So every now and then I do a granny square just because it's soothing. It suits me. I like that. I know there are a lot of people that doesn't like it because it's it's too plain or something. I don't know. I love it. I love the granny square, and I love doing granny squares with the motifs in it. And I even did one square of my own, the Joyce square. And so I love granny squares. Now I'm not really following my own thread, but just bear with me. Just enjoy. Sit and do some crochet or something. So at that point I started crocheting, and I crocheted almost every day, I think. And since then I've crocheted every day. And there was someone who said that you will be an expert, or at least good at what you're doing when you've done was it 10,000 hours or is it 100,000 hours? Anyhow, I think I've done 100,000 hours because I crochet all night or all evening long. Since I can't see that much, I often just listen to the TV, so I sit and knit and crochet. And I'm fairly quick at crocheting, I think. People say that I am, at least. I know people at work, they just, what are you doing? Because my boss just said it looks super strange because it's going so fast and I don't even watch what I'm doing. And then I'm not that fast at knitting because I don't do that all the time. But lately I've started fancying knitting too. It's fun when you got these printed yarns because it turns out more different. It turns out more pretty actually when you knit because it's made for knitting. So that's quite fun to do sometimes. And the girls love their sweaters. And when you do something for someone you know who will love it, you enjoy doing it. Or at least I do. I really enjoy doing things for other people. So like this one actually was supposed to be for myself. But it turned out to be a summer dress for my 10-year-old. So that's just the way it is. I often have a plan of doing something for myself and it ends up being for someone else. So that's just how it goes. So that's a little about me. I was thinking about if there's something else. I'm moving around a bit when I'm doing my filming because we are renovating. We redone the kitchen totally. So now on Easter, my uncle is going to come here and do some painting for us because he's quite much faster than we are. So that's good. And we are doing our bathroom. So we haven't got a bathroom, just the toilet downstairs and the showers in the basement right now. So hoping it would be ready quite soon. And after that, we are doing the attic for the big girls. They are moving up to the attic. And while we are doing all this, we had, my brother was here digging up all the garden. So it's just stone, dust, and mud everywhere. I don't think we have got grass anywhere. But it's all good because I can just close my eyes and do some crochet or knitting, and I feel quite happy anyway. If there's anything else you want to ask me about, just ask, and if it's too personal, I will tell you, and I won't answer, or perhaps I will answer privately, or otherwise I will just gather them up and then answer them in one of my videos. So if you want to see what I'm doing right now, this is I thought it was Red Heart Super Saver, but it could be Red Heart Stripes. I don't really know what it's called, but it's Red Heart anyway. And I got it from Chris. I got another skein, but it's in the other room. So this is the top of the dress. This is going to be the front, and this is the back. And then I just picked up the stitches. I actually filmed a bit when I did it, so you can see. And now I'm just knitting around and around and around, and I'm increasing on each side for an A-shape skirt. Every fifth row, perhaps. I'm not counting, I'm just doing. And that's one of my things I like to do. I often say that I can't read a pattern. I can, I promise. But I don't want to. I got difficulties following patterns, and if I do, I always make changes. I don't know why. It's just the way I am. And I was talking about the baby I was going to do. And I've done one. The baby hasn't got any eyes yet. But here it is. My squishy little baby. So it's just a sleeping sack. And some hands. And then a head. And she got some hair. So she's quite cute. So she's getting those sleepy eyes. Yeah, just need the 10-year-old to cut them for me, because that's too small for me to cut. Actually, I got another thing finished. At first, I was very pleased. Then I was not so pleased and was thinking about frogging it. And then I tried it on some more times. And now I think it's a keeper. So just a second, I'll get it for you. Ta-ta! Here it is. It's cozy. It's just warm and fuzzy. And it's soft. It's pretty colors. I did... let's take it off. I did it the second day, or the day after. I got the yarn from Chris. Chris Bragg. She also got the channel, so go look her up. I can put the the link in the description box. So I just did a triangle shawl. After a while, when it got, I think, up to here, I did the armholes, and I just crocheted. Everything is done in trebles, and I did, I think, 3 or 4 rows of trebles on the arms, so it's a short sleeve. And after that, I just continued doing the triangle shawl. So it's, I don't get it, but it's 2 cakes of Bernette blanket yarn in this. It just ate up all the yarn. But it's super chunky, and we have some trouble deciding who's going to wear it at night. And since I didn't decide it until actually just yesterday evening that I was going to use it, I haven't sewn in my ends. So that's what I'm going to do. But I love it. I love the colors. The colors are so beautiful. They really are. So thank you, Chris, for my cozy blanket cardigan. And I really fancied this doing the V-shawl or triangle shawl and doing it as a cardigan. So I'm thinking about doing it in thinner yarn, ordinary yarn, and see how it drapes. I think that could be really lovely. So that's my pretty blankets cardigan. I do love it. It's like a cozy buddy. You can squeeze it. Really good. Super lovely. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of days, except for the blanket. And then I had this, wonder if I can find it. Just another second. Here I got it. I got all these pretty bags everywhere. And in this, I did from the yarn also Red Hearts Super Safer or Stripe from Teresa. at Little Trees Treasure. I did a Mobius roll, and I had an idea with that Mobius roll, but after a while I didn't like the idea. Perhaps I will like it again, but I didn't like the idea. So I started another one. So I happy frog this, or the Mobius roll, and happy frogging for me is with the Mobius. I just put it around my neck, put on some good music, and I just wound it up a ball. So I was dancing around the kitchen. So now I'm doing, it's kind of a poncho, but more of a wrap. Did you follow me there? So it's going to, I do it in rounds, but quite big. And I think I'm up to the point where I'm at the black. So I'm putting in more black. And then after I've done some rows of black, then I'll continue with this. So it goes at least perhaps 20 centimeters down or something. So it's going to be a lovely summer shawl, poncho, wrap thing to have over your singlet or something like that. And I love the colors because they are very, very summery. They are sparkly and, oh, not sparkly, but they are vibrant and lovely colors. I love them. And over a black top or something, super lovely. So that's what I'm doing also. What else do I have to do right now? I'm doing more bunnies. Need to do 2 more bunnies. So after that, I'm free as a bird to do all the other whips that I've got going. That's another fact about me. I'm whip crazy girl. When I get an idea, I have to just do something of that idea with my hands, so I don't forget the idea. So I got whips, whips, whips. But it doesn't, oh, okay, sometimes it bothers me. I'm not lying. Sometimes it bothers me. But most of the time, I'm just happy. And sometimes I don't get any finished objects. And then just one day I get huge amounts of finished objects because I got a little bit left on that one, and just 10 minutes left on that one, and just an hour left on that one, and then I just get finished objects. It's lovely. And I get really bored of doing the same colors every time or every day. So I really need different colors, different stitches, different techniques, and then my soul is happy. Really happy. That's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about my whips and almost finished objects. So now I'm just drinking my cold coffee because it got cold during this, and doing some more knitting, and then it's continuing with housework. So just have a super time and keep on hooking, and I'll see you. Love you all. Here is the finished striped top. Finished, but I'm just doing it, crocheting it together at the ends, and that was how much I got left on one skein. And I've used almost last whole skein, so I'm just crocheting it together. And now I'm using my knitting needles to just pick up the stitches and just keeping on stitching. So now I'm just picking up stitches as I go along, and I don't bother to use a crochet hook. I just use the knitting needle and just picking up all the way through. So got some stitches to go. I think it's about
perhaps 120 or 125 perhaps, I think it could be. So that's what I'm doing.